performers honor Black history with a message of empowerment and social justice. Major players in Nigeria's aviation sector hope government action will help the country compete in the international airline industry. And one man's efforts to capture the music of the Bayaka Pygmies of Central Africa.
Hello, I'm Dimiake Mwakaliele.
And I'm Vincent McCory.
A group of determined Senegalese opposition leaders are meeting today to form an alliance aimed at defeating incumbent President Abdoulaye Wade in the country's likely upcoming runoff election set for March 18th.
Presidential candidate Sheikh Tidiane Gadio tells VOA the focus of the meeting is to unite opposition and civil society groups around former Prime Minister Macky Sall, the probable challenger for Mr. Wade. Gadio says they will discuss if Sall is ready to okay what he says is a citizen Republican front, a national front, to get rid of Wade and his regime.
During the rule of Muammar Gaddafi, the Libyan city of Sirte long had aspirations to be the capital of Africa, but now those dreams lie in ruins along with much of the city where the former dictator was born and killed. Sirte was virtually destroyed by 2 months of relentless bombings by Libyan interim government forces during last year's rebellion to force out Muammar Gaddafi. Now, many of the city's residents who remained loyal to their autocratic leader to the bitter end are feeling hopeless. A local council leader, Mohammed Ali Kablan, says the situation is tragic and is calling on the international organizations to stand up for Sirte.
The people of Sirte feel depressed and disappointed. They feel they're being overlooked and not taken care of. The Libyan government, may God bless them, have made some efforts and promised that they'll visit, but because there's not enough money yet and no budgets, they've said their visit now will just be a waste of time. They assured us that when there is a budget, they'll participate in the reconstruction of Sirte.
Disdain for the triumphant rebel forces in the National Transitional Council remains high following Gaddafi's ouster. The abuse he suffered after his capture and the indignities his body was subjected to before its secret burial rankled many Libyans.
And now to the southern part of the continent. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon was in Angola on Tuesday for talks with President Jose Eduardo dos Santos and other top country officials. During his visit to the capital, Luanda, the UN chief appealed to the oil-rich nation to provide more military support and assistance to end peacekeeping missions throughout Africa. Angola has one of the continent's most powerful and well-trained armies. Mr. Ban says Angola can play a very important and influential role by stepping up its military assistance. Ban's visit to Angola comes as the country prepares to celebrate a decade since the end of a 27-year civil war. Thanks to oil and diamonds, Angola has enjoyed strong peacetime economic growth, but many people still live in poverty without access to water or electricity.
Today is the last day of Black History Month, celebrated annually here in the United States to recognize the achievements of African Americans. Ala Scott, who we first introduced you to last year, works through song and dance to educate African American young people about the importance of their culture. This latest performance by the Taratibu Youth Association was energetic, captivating, and no doubt entertaining. And true to the mission, each line and dance move laced with powerful messages of empowerment, self-respect, and social justice. These youth, just 11 to 23 in age, deliver their messages with such conviction, messages about the rape of women in the Congo.
They use sticks, knives, and guns if I couldn't feel anything.
Or blacks under apartheid South Africa. TYA's proud founder and director, Ala Scott.
My cup runneth over.
The group's membership of mostly girls has grown to 15 from 8 when it started 5 years ago. To teach their history and build strong individuals, TYA has taken some members to Africa to Benin, Togo and Ghana in 2010, and last year to Tanzania.
I hope that they're learning about their history, their culture, and we use the international travel to connect that, what we teach in terms of how they should be proud of who they are and where they come from.
It seems they are, judging from just 2 of the several responses given on the experience following the trip, first to West Africa and the other to East Africa.
We went to the slave castles. That was a lot to see what our ancestors went through. I just feel empowered that blacks are powerful, even though we wasn't treated like it.
It changed me in a way. Like when I got back, everybody said I looked different, I acted different, I was more humble and stuff. And I agree because after seeing the children, how we take everything for granted here.
The almost perfect performances before live audiences are certainly due in part to the rigorous countless hours of rehearsals, weekday evenings, weekends. Many of them say since joining TYA, they are more disciplined, responsible and confident.
When I first joined, I was a little bit shy. I was like, I don't think I could do this. But as I learned more steps, I decided that I could do this. I love TYA. It's like my life.
The performances address heavy issues, but they don't seem to have stripped the joy out of it for the performers. They get to tell the stories in song and dance, including African, complete with drummers. And even hip-hop. A personal favorite of this one.
When we get to hip-hop, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna hit that. And then it's like all the other dances include kind of hip-hop, a little ballet and all that. African dance is very fun. I love it.